Hello and welcome to Wildcat Action News. Once again, Priya is out trying to find Nen Little, while I'm here putting myself in danger with a crazy witch on the loose. I deserve better than this. I was voted the best up and coming news anchor back in preschool. I could have taken my talents anywhere. Anyways, let's go to Chloe in this week's top story.
Hi, Chloe here. This week, the Project Impact team is kicking off its fundraiser for the American Cancer Association. This project will be ending next week when all Wildcats take part in Wilder-Waite's annual relay recess. I had a chance to speak with Mr. Conley and Mrs. Arnott to get more information. Mr. Conley, can you tell us why we do the relay recess?
Well, our relay recess is a way for us to raise money for cancer research. Cancer is a disease that affects really everyone. Everyone knows either a family member or a friend of a friend who had cancer, has cancer, or will have cancer in the future. So it's really a disease that affects everyone in a lot of different ways. So we feel with our final fundraiser for the year that this was a great cause and a great way for Wilder-Waite Wildcats to raise money for a great cause and to really make a difference.
I have Mrs. Arnott here, and she's going to explain to us what the relay recess is all about.
Hey Chloe, thanks. We are ready for our next Project Impact project. Relay Recess is a ton of fun, and it's a great way for our school family to raise money for the American Cancer Society. What you can do starting as early as Monday of next week, in the front when you walk in or when you come off the bus, you can purchase these purple feet. They cost $1, and you can purchase as many as you would like, and the donations will go directly to the American Cancer Society. If you purchase 10 purple feet, you will be entered for a chance to win a special prize. And the class that collects the most money, we're going to give you guys a pizza party. Then on May 5th, it's a Thursday, all of the 5th grade, we're going to work really hard together to put on a bunch of activities to promote healthy living. And this is called Relay Recess. We can't wait for this new project.
Make sure you purchase those purple feet, Wildcats, and maybe your class will win the pizza party. The Wilder-Waite Relay Recess is just around the corner, and our Wildcats are getting excited for a fun-filled afternoon. Start bringing in your donations, and let's fill the hallways with purple feet from those who have donated. Hopefully we can raise lots of money for this great cause, and maybe your class will win the pizza party. For Wildcat Action News, I'm Chloe. Let's send it back up to the newsroom.
We're going to check in with Leah to get some more information about all this witch activity in the building.
Hi, Leah here. As you can see, I'm reporting alone this week because my co-reporter, Janisha, has gone missing. Last week, Janisha was accused of being the Witch of the Woods, and it has everyone completely shocked. I mean, she was so innocent. How could we have not known that she was the witch who has been terrorizing Wilder-Waite by turning so many of our beloved students and staffs into cats? Looking back, I guess it was kind of suspicious that we have never seen Janisha and the witch in the same place at the same time, but still, Janisha, someone we trusted us to bring the news each week, someone who welcomed us into our school each day, someone who seemed like such a respectful, responsible student. I just can't believe that this is happening. And I think I speak for everyone when I say that I didn't think Janisha could be capable of doing something like this. Just when you think you know someone, if you see Janisha, do not approach her. You should report any sightings of proper authorities. She's considered extremely dangerous. Stay on the lookout and stay safe, Wildcats. For Wildcat Action News, I'm Leah. Let's send it back up to the newsroom.
It's time for Schooly-Doo!
sure we should leave the rest of the group in the van?
They're sleeping. Plus, we can cover more ground if it's just the two of us.
How much further do we have to go?
According to Sasha, Teenage Ninja Super Spy's tracker, the microphone of destiny is 10 miles away.
10 miles?
It's going to be a long hike. If only we had a music montage to help pass the time.
What a day! How far have we gone?
According to the tracker, we've gone an entire mile.
1 mile?
Yep, but it looks like the sun is starting to go down. We may have to find a good place to set up camp.
Camp?
Luckily, I brought all the essentials. We'll find a good place over the next peak and set up camp for the night.
What about the others?
I'm sure they'll be fine back at the van. Karen bought 3 bags of Cheetos at the last gas station, so they will have plenty of food to hold them over.
Okay. It sure is scary out here.
Free up. Once you've been on as many staircases as I have, you'll learn to block out the fear.
Detective Cranberry, how did you become a detective?
Well, it all started when I lost my mom to a tragic forklift accident.
Oh my! She got run over by a forklift?
Oh, heavens. No, she lifted her fork at dinner to take a bite of her famous tuna casserole. Well, she missed her mouth and poked herself right in both eyeballs at once. The doctors tell me it was a fluke thing.
But how did you lose her?
After poking her eyeballs, she hopped up out of her chair and backed up in pain. But she tripped and fell out of the upstairs window.
Oh my goodness, is that how she died?
Died? Oh no. She landed on the trampoline in the backyard and was just fine. But due to her not being able to see and all, she wandered off crying for help. And I never saw her again.
But why didn't you help her?
I still had half a plate of her famous casserole left. I didn't want it to get cold. It's a decision I've had to live with for all these years. But I do it all over again. The casserole is that good. Soon after that, I went to live with my grandma. I went out looking for my mom every night. I searched for clues high and low. I looked all over, stumbling upon and solving lots of other cases in the process. Through the years, I refined my detective skills to the point where I was one of the best detectives around. People from all over the world called to help them solve their cases. Unfortunately, I never found my mom.
Mom!
It's the one case I've never solved.
I'm so sorry. It must have been rough only having your grandma.
Yeah, the worst part was all the cats.
Huh?
You see, my grandma has lots of pet cats at her house. She takes care of them. They were always all over the place, scratching, biting, and clawing. And her house smelled so bad, and there were yarn bowls everywhere.
Well, that makes sense, with the cats and all.
Cats? No, they were outside cats. But anyways, when I heard about all the Wilder-Waite students and teachers being turned into cats, I knew that my feline experiences may come in handy in solving this case.
Well, it's getting late.
You're right. We should head to our tents and catch some shut-eye. We have a long day tomorrow.
Good night.
Good night.
How long have we been walking?
The tracker says the microphone of destiny is just up ahead.
Oh, good. Hopefully we'll find... Wait, what was that?
Sorry, I had that whole can of beans for dinner.
No, there it is again. It sounds like it's coming right over there. Ah, it's a bear.
Don't panic. Stay calm.
It's coming towards us.
Run, Priya. I'll fight off this humongous bear. You go fight Ned Little.
The tracker says the microphone should be right about there. Ned, is that you?
We're going to check in with Isabel down in the teacher's lounge for a special report.
Hi, Isabel here. I'm outside the teacher's lounge. Let's go in and find out about a special breakfast today. Can you tell us a little bit about this breakfast?
You betcha. So today we're having an event called Breakfast with the Boss, and all of the elementary principals were talking about how we could have families get registered early, because we really need to know how many kids are going to be in our classes and who's coming back to school next year. So we all had this little contest where if your parents got you registered before March 25th, you were put into a drawing. And then, as you remember, during morning meeting, we drew your names out of a bowl, and we're hosting our event today. So different principals are doing different things, but we're having our breakfast here at the in the lounge with our children. And our breakfast today features make your own waffle bar, fruit kebabs, juice, and scrambled eggs. So we have all of our winners here at the table.
What was your favorite part of this breakfast?
The waffles.
The waffles and the fruits.
How was your breakfast this morning?
Good, I liked the grapes. Good, I liked the waffles.
How about you guys? Did you like your breakfast?
Yeah!
It looks like everyone enjoyed their breakfast this morning. Let's send it back up to the newsroom.
Let's check the weather report from 5A.
The weekly forecast. Presented by 5A.
Hello everyone, I'm Scott,
And I'm Alice.
here with the 5A weather team.
Let's take a look at this week's forecast.
Today you can expect a high in the low 50s and the lows in the mid 30s.
Tuesdays through Wednesdays will be a little warmer. Expect a high in the mid 50s and the lows in the mid 30s.
Thursday through Friday we should see cloudy skies with the highs in the low 60s and the lows in the 40s.
Have a great week, Wildcats.
For weather, I'm Scott.
And I'm Alice.
See you next week.
Let's take a look at this week's lunch menu.
Hi, Wildcats! Chef Smith turned into a cat, so since she's not here, I brought some special guests. This is Smelly, this is Furry, this is Goth, this is Skipper, and this is Katie. And that's Chef Smith, but I named her Murky Water. Now that you know them, let's go to the lunch menu. Smelly, get out of the garbage can! Furry, get out of the microwave! God, stop eating all the food! What's that smoky smell? Skipper! Now let's go check to see what Katie's doing. Oh, Katie's asleep. Here's $1. Now where is Chef Smith? I mean, Murky Water. Ah! Ouch! Help! The cat is attacking me!
It's time for this week's quick quiz. Can you get the answer? Let's go to this week's joke of the week, brought to you by 5H. That's all the time we have for this week. See you next time on Wildcat Action News.
Good night.
Hold on. Sorry.
Oh.
And now, introducing Justin Bieber. Oh, hey. You see my song? My latest sound. Yeah.
Latest sound. Yeah. I'm rocking on the stage. Yeah. Do my hair styles. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.